Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the best deals I found on the Steam Autumn sale. That is from now to November 29th of 2016. The deals will be the same till the end of the sale. It's not like in previous years. Steam changed that rule a long time ago. Before starting, this video is not sponsored, and I want you guys to try this. It's called Enhanced Steam. It's an extension for a browser. So if you're, into a game here on the Steam page, you can see the prices all over the world, where's currently the lowest price and the historical lowest price, so you get the best deal. That's what I use the most. And also one other thing you might want to try out is on Reddit, something called Game Deals. Both of those links in the description below, so you don't miss another sale. So first of all, we have Doom, 67% off, as you can see, $19.79 on the USA, cheaper on the UK, all that kind of stuff. You can see the prices there. Fantastic game, one of the best shooters of this year, if not the best. This game is 6 months old, a little over 6 months old. It's an awesome game, great for single player. If you are here for the multiplayer, I suggest to stay away. It's not very awesome. I mean, the single player is the best that this game does. Back to the roots of Doom, but feeling fresh on the new generation. Then we have The Witcher 3 Game of the Year edition, $29.99, 40% off, as you can see. There are the prices for the other parts of the world. Sometimes my prices here are not the same as the US, so keep that in mind while watching this video. What not to say about The Witcher 3, amazing game. I have over 100 hours in this game and I still come back to play a little bit. It's amazing, and the DLC are not DLC, it's expansions. It's not even DLC. More single player campaign, all that kind of stuff. Fantastic game, pick it up if you want to. It's an amazing RPG. Then we have an Assassin's Creed bundle, $51.26 US for Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Unity, Rogue, and Black Flag. Each of them by themselves are cheaper, of course, but I'll show you just Assassin's Creed Black Flag. As you can see, 50% off, $9.99. On the UK it's cheaper. All those prices that you see there are mostly the same difference between regions on Assassin's Creed games, so keep that in mind. On the UK, Assassin's Creed is cheaper. Assassin's Creed Rogue, in my opinion, is amazing. It's very similar to Black Flag, but you are a different character. Amazing game. And Syndicate, I liked it a lot too. The one I didn't like that much was Unity. It felt a little different and it's a little buggy, but they fixed it with patches. Now it runs fantastically well in comparison to the first day. Then we have Fallout 4, 67% off. On the US it's the same as here, on the UK it's cheaper, and on Russia always is the cheapest. So Fallout 4, amazing RPG. It's not really my cup of tea. I played it a little bit, but I didn't get into it. The Bethesda RPG genre is not my kind of stuff, but you can sink a lot of hours into this. You have a ton of mods, just like Skyrim, a lot of customization. It's pretty much an endless game since there are so many mods and possibilities that, in my opinion, is amazing value for $20. I only tried Fallout 4 Far Harbor in the DLC, and so far it was fun. It was a big expansion. Then we have Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. As you can see here, it doesn't have a discount, but that's because only the base game. Konami is only putting a discount on the Definitive Experience, which includes all DLC, 35% off, $25 on the USA. I'm sorry, 26. On the UK it's cheaper. Everywhere it's cheaper except on Brazil. But so far, in my opinion, this is amazing value. It's an amazing game. As you can see, the lowest price now is at Nuvem. This is probably for South America, so people outside of South America don't use Nuvem. It might not work for you. But yeah, this for all the DLC, in my opinion, best deal ever. I spent over 80 hours in this game. You make your own military enterprise, for saying it some way, and you command your soldiers, you build your base, all that kind of stuff. The multiplayer, I didn't like it that much, but it was entertaining for the 4 hours I played it. Then we have Rainbow Six Siege, one of the best multiplayer shooters this year, in my personal opinion. $25. As you can see, it was cheaper on Steam a while ago. Well, not so long ago, actually, for $15. This was probably the starter edition, so keep that in mind. This is a great price for this game. With the season pass is almost double the price, so I suggest you avoid the season pass. Since, you can avoid it because you'll have all the maps, all the operators. They'll just be more expensive, the operators, if you don't have the season pass. So, in my opinion, this is great value for an amazing game. A lot of tactics involved, and you need to talk to your team in order to have a successful match. Amazing game. Then we have Portal 2. Again, $3.99, just like Left 4 Dead 2. A little more expensive on the US and the UK. Another amazing game. This has co-op, and we're still waiting for the third one. But yeah, this is a fantastic game of exploration and puzzles. They start very easy, but they get very overkill close to the end of the game, and it has a great sense of humor. I really recommend it. Then we have Borderlands 2. $4.99, and if you want all the DLC, $6.59. In my opinion, you have to grab the Game of the Year edition. It's a little more expensive on the US and the UK, as you can see. This game has a lot of content. It's kind of repetitive if you are not used to it. You have a lot of loot to grab and a lot of shooting, and there are pretty much millions and millions of different guns with different effects each. So in my opinion, this is a great value for a very long game with a lot of content. And you can play co-op if you want with friends, so you might want to consider the full pack that includes 4 copies of the game. Or you can buy the DLC if you already own the game. Then we have Grand Theft Auto 5 or GTA 5. This needs no introduction, I guess. $29.99 on the US, a little cheaper on the UK, and here $24.99. Fantastic game, more GTA, but on the next generation, which is this generation actually. It has a lot of people online, and in my opinion, the GTA Online is kind of broken. I got banned 2 times just for being in the same server as a hacker. So already for the single player, it's a great value. There are a lot of mods also on the internet that you can try. Just don't go online with mods. But yeah, amazing game. I always make benchmarks about this since you guys asked for them. So yeah, totally worth it. Then we have Dishonored 1, $3.29. The same price at the US, and the UK is a little cheaper. This is an amazing game, an amazing stealth game. You can play it whatever you want. You can go balls to the wall and kill everyone, or just go stealth and don't kill anyone. You'll get different endings. After you play this game, you will understand why Dishonored 2 is so great. The performance on this one is much better than Dishonored 2, so keep that in mind. And if you pay, quite a bit more, you get all the DLC, which in my opinion is worth it. I played some of the DLC, it was a lot of fun. They are more stealth oriented. The DLC is not as free as the main game in the stealth approach and all that kind of stuff. The stealth approach is pretty much mandatory on some of the DLC. Batman franchise. As you can see here, we have Batman Arkham Knight. It still has a lot of issues after the patches, but now it's much more playable than on release. I have over 30 hours on this game. It's very amazing, but the performance is not very good. As you can see, on the UK is more expensive, $15. In my opinion, the premium edition is not worth it. The DLC doesn't add anything special to the game. It's very short DLC and disappointing. And then we have the previous Batman games, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Origins. They all have the same price, so the same discount. In my opinion, those 3 by themselves are totally worth it. These 2 are pretty much linked to Arkham Knight, and Arkham Origins, it was made by another studio, but the combat was a little different, more fluid, and I had a lot of fun with it. A lot of people hated this one, but in my opinion was great. But yeah, good deals here. Then we have Far Cry franchise, just like before. Just like before, we have Far Cry franchise sale, like on the Ubisoft pod. As you can see, $24.99, on the UK a little cheaper. In my opinion, this one is not worth $25. I suggest waiting a little bit longer. Far Cry 4, $15, another great discount. I'm not sure if the DLC is worth it, I didn't try it yet. Far Cry Blood Dragon is free, so don't purchase it. Don't be an idiot. It's free on Uplay. Far Cry 3, $5. Amazing deal. This is an amazing game. This is pretty much what made Far Cry great again. Then we have Far Cry 2 and Far Cry 1. On Origin there are a ton of deals too, but don't pay attention to the prices, since they are different in South America where I live. So this might be much cheaper than what you will see in your country. So don't pay attention to the prices. I'll just say which games are worth it, in my opinion. So Battlefield 1 is worth it. Amazing multiplayer. The single player is it has its moments, but it's not amazing. Titanfall 2 has amazing multiplayer too. The season has no season pass. All the DLC will be free, and the DLC that you have to pay for is just cosmetic. So get Titanfall 2 if you like multiplayer and single player. The single player is amazing, but it's very short. Then, FIFA 17 is worth it too if it's half the price. Mirror's Edge Catalyst is amazing too, but it's an open world game. It's like the first Mirror's Edge, but you have better movement and an open world map. The open world, in my opinion, is kind of dull. This game should have been linear, and it could have been better. But still, it's a very fun game if you like the parkour exploration games. Then Battlefield 4 and Need for Speed also are totally worth it, in my opinion. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video and grab some amazing deals. Thanks for watching. See you next time.